everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Steelers are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Packers team that knows they have to take care of the ball. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in after a win last week, and it had been some time since we said that. That broke a 9-game skid.
So I'm not sure if that was happiness or relief in their locker room after the last game. Let's see if they can put a second win together.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 14th year now, Ben Roethlisberger.
Is it really true that last year he became just the 10th player in NFL history to top 300 career touchdown passes?
How about that?
I mean, where is time gone? I feel like it was his rookie year, and he had that great winning streak to start off his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But the best part about his game, 2 Super Bowl rings.
And his 5th Pro Bowl a year ago as well. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one good for 14 yards in a Steeler first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got some space here. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. That good for 22 and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
Here we go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
When it comes to Le'Veon Bell, it's not about the numbers. It's about his style. And when we watch him run the football and almost stop time behind the line of scrimmage before he finds the hole he wants to run through, it's a style that's his and unique to him. I'm not sure everyone else can emulate it.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Again, it's Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss for only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him, because he's disrupting everything.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels is often underrated as a big-time defensive player in the NFL, but the Packers know his value. Short in stature, but that leverage advantage that he has allows him to get upfield, get underneath offensive blockers, and make plays in the backfield. In addition, very strong at the point of attack. A big-time weightlifter, got that from his dad, a former power lifter.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. After the penalty, it's Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the rookie from Pitt, this is James Conner. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rodgers now to throw. And an alley to run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action. Now Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. They find some open field here. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And some space here. Room to run inside the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And just like that, it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And running with power here. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
319! On first down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Rodgers to throw once more. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Rodgers again now. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Steelers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Packers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll those highlights. Steelers with the football midway through the first. Bells is going to take it off the left edge, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Steelers have the football midway through the second. Matthews going to get the quarterback here. This goes for a loss of 9. Now first and 10. Dupree's got to get to the quarterback here. This will go as a loss of 10. On the drive. Rodgers going to complete the pass, and finally on play 12 they score, cutting the deficit to 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 1st and 10, Rodgers looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So the sack on first down there by the defense, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll go again with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. A very solid gain of 27. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And the play clock's running down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On play action, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference, defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Jones. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 4-yard line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Down, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A screen to Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hurry up, let's go.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Going to throw right side here, complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and a mile. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, it's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A give to Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wins throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Perry in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One last shot for Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Green Bay, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.